Obviously, I wasn't contracting. I was not going to deliver her, but I thought that her hand was just going to pop out or her something. There was something trying to find its way out.
I don't know how I feel about
Yeah.
sexual relations anymore after this point.
She might grab onto your wiener next time.
Yeah! Oh my, it's so fucked up. No! Gotcha. Hey, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight.
I'm Alex.
And I'm John, and we're your gracious hosts.
You know,
Just admit when you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. The thing is, John, you couldn't admit when you were wrong the other day. When
I
you
do.
go,
I just need a minute.
No.
Need a minute.
You go, hey, hand me
What'd I do?
something. You literally say that sentence. You go, hey, give me something. And then I go, give you what? And then you got mad at me because I didn't know what something was. When we were outside,
What was I doing?
you were at the Blackstone. You were like grilling, and then you go, hey, hand me something. And I go, what is something?
I was cleaning the grill. You were already being short with me because you didn't want to shoot that reel or whatever, which I didn't want to anyways, but we had to. And so you had a little toot, so I had a little toot. Little toot.
But you get annoyed that I don't know what something is.
Do you really want to go there? Where are the car keys? It's over there. Where? In the drawer.
Okay.
Which drawer?
The thing is,
the one in the kitchen.
You know where the car keys are all
There's
the time. Anyway.
40 drawers in the kitchen. I'm just saying, tit for tat.
Oh, all right. Well, we don't have to start like this, but you started it. We had a little spat before we started this.
Didn't we last week?
Every week.
Little spit spat.
A little spit spat. We're just preparing ourselves, which, by the way, we have less than 2 months to go.
I know. I'm freaking out.
We're so unprepared. So unprepared.
Wait, who cares? People doing it forever. They change her on the floor. Let her sleep on the floor. I'm just kidding. Sleeping on the
Sleep
floor.
on the floor. I mean, you guys at least, you and your dad painted the nursery this weekend,
We
which
did
is a
paint the
step,
nursery.
but we have nothing for it. It's still an office.
But that's the biggest part, right? The rest is just buying shit and filling it up.
I guess it's like, what do you need when you have a baby to start? Diapers, a bassinet, a stroller, a car seat. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Wipes.
Right? Wipes.
The thing
I'm
is,
not doing the heated milk or the heated wipes because I heard you don't want them to get used to that.
you spoil your baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys can let us know all the things that we need because currently
Are you going to have heated wipes when you're at a restaurant and they go boom, boom, and they're, oh, by the way,
they go boom, boom.
our cousin's kid in the pool, his diaper fell apart.
Oh, like it
Is that
exploded?
a thing? It looked like jelly all over his leg.
I don't know. I don't know anything. And I realized that today too, that I was like, I have no clue about literally anything.
Yeah, at least you know how to hold a baby.
Hardly.
You're good at it. I watched.
You can do it.
I've never held a baby.
Also, is your
Maybe.
shirt soft?
Like it?
Oh, I thought it was like
I'm doing a different shirt every week.
I thought your
doing a different
shirt had holes in it. Like it looked like a vacation shirt.
It is a vacation shirt.
Well, yeah, but it kind of is like a towel. So I guess you could like wear it.
It's a comfy towel.
Yeah, it's like a towel shirt.
I wouldn't wear this outside because I'd be sweating.
Yeah. You could wear that.
Do you like it though?
I
It's
do.
nice.
I mean, I don't like it as much close up as I did far away.
It's another fun shirt, right? Kind of fun.
It looks like a vacation
like
shirt.
I'd be like out in the Hamptons, like fist pumping somewhere.
Speaking of the Hamptons, everybody is out there. We're not.
I know.
I feel like
have
also.
we even been out there this summer?
No, I mean, again, I've been pregnant for 100 years. Last summer I was pregnant.
People just look
This
at us
summer
like
pregnant.
these old fucks. They're about to have a kid. We don't want to hang out with
Dude,
them.
I mean, like we can go whenever we want since we live here, but off season, everything is closed. But now it's wild how busy it is. I don't want to go out there.
I wouldn't want to go back there to then have to drive home because it'll be a nightmare the same day. Was it like 2 hours from here?
And like we're already on the island and it's
Yeah.
far. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have FOMO of it, but like last summer was fun after we got out of our depressive state to go party it up at the Hamptons. It was fun.
All right, let's recap this week.
Your parents came to town.
Parents came to town. This is good. Again, 3 to 4 days, perfect amount of time for people to visit. You know, I think we've nailed it. It's really 3 days, 3 nights, 4 days is perfect. But we were busy. Nice restaurant. My mom liked the restaurant, which is a huge plus.
True.
Did stuff around the house, nursery, and then we had a little pool party.
I just feel like recapping on a week is such a blur. I'm like, what even happened? I'm operating on one brain cell. I don't know. It was good. I'm tired. What do you have written down?
I have notes.
Oh, here we go. All because I came with notes last week about how you like to look directly into the sun. You're like, what am I going to get Alex on for this week? Because I have nothing
about you.
Okay.
Speaking of the sun, I'm sitting on the porch with my mom where the sun's going down. It's nice. She's like, oh, it's so beautiful out here, John. I'm like, I know. Her next line to me goes, let's look at the obituaries in Connecticut. That was her next line to me.
Why?
I have no fucking clue. And then she's looking, she goes, oh my God, Antonio just died in Connecticut. I went to high school with him. I'm like, what?
Wait, so when she said that someone who died who she went to high school with, that was just random because she just wanted to look up the obituary?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe.
Is that what you do when you reach that age?
I don't know.
You're just like,
My mom wants to know the ins and outs of like, what's up with everyone?
I know, but like, could you imagine doing that at our age? No, but like you get to a point in life, but your mom's not even at that point in life where people are just dying. Like my grandma.
But somebody did. Somebody
like, all
in
of my
high
friends
school
are
did
dead.
die, and she calls my Uncle Armin. She's like, oh, you wouldn't believe who just died. Antonio is not. I don't remember the guy's name.
Just because she randomly said, let's look up the obituaries.
John said in the scene, sun's going down, beautiful, little breeze, enjoying ourselves, a little cocktail. Let's get morbid. That's what that was.
You know what? Like mother, like son, you are your mom.
I am. Another thing.
Each other's doppelgangers.
Another thing. My dad making me so uncomfortable at dinner. Why was he like taking some of his food, feeding my mom, and then like feeding you? I'm like, why? Why is this happening? And you went for it. I'm like, take it off his fork. What are you like?
How
feeding each other?
Your dad reaches
He's
over.
like, try this.
Am I supposed to take it with my hands?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
weird.
I was like,
it
what
was
the
like
fuck?
a piece of fish. I'm not gonna take my hands and then what? Lick my hands?
I felt like I was interrupting something.
Well, that's great because today we are going to talk about in-laws. All the questions are in-law related. And
Perfect.
And appropriate behavior with your in-laws. I didn't think that was bad. Like my parents.
I don't know. I was like, actually, I was a little jealous.
You think that's
He
weird?
didn't feed me.
The conversations that I overhear my dad having with you.
We're so uncomfortable.
Or my mom. Like my mom has definitely hit on you at some point.
Your mom is not. Speaking
that's
of your
true.
mom.
Your mom.
Speaking of your mom and my mom, and this, I don't know what the deal is with everyone commenting about my legs. Your mom looked at me. She goes, "Did you lose? You lost a lot of like. You need to start lifting. Your legs are skinny." Then my mom over the weekend, legs are looking a little skinny, John.
You do have skinny legs.
I don't know. I work my legs out twice a week. I don't know.
I don't think are your legs sore?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Also, I'm really sore because they increased my cholesterol medicine. So like, I'm like body aching everywhere. I'm gonna have to do something about that.
John, this is so sad. Like you're falling apart.
And people ask me like, what do you do? Like, what's your health routine? Like, I am a fucking mess.
But on the outside, it looks like you have it together.
I have like no back.
You speaking on people commenting on your legs though has me thinking, because even just this week I was like, when you're pregnant, that is like open. What's the
Sesame.
word? Open sesame. No, like open.
Table.
Open. Why do I want to say range? Like people. I can't find the word that I'm looking for, but like people just think that they have the.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like they're comfortable enough to just like speak their mind to you.
Yeah,
I get that. I respect that.
It's only, I feel like no one would ever comment on your weight or your size at any other point in life. I mean, people do comment on your legs for some reason. You make them feel comfortable enough to do that. But I just feel like a pregnant woman
Because I
is
exude
always
confidence. They're like, he doesn't care. That's why.
Yeah, but then it hurts your feelings every time. You do care. It does hurt your feelings. You go, what? Excuse me.
It hurts my feelings because I work them out twice a week. If I didn't work out my legs, I'd be like, You got it.
Okay, well,
I
someone
got it.
commenting on my giant growing body, I should be growing, and I still get annoyed when people are like, you look bigger. How about you shut the fuck up? Like, it's just the
You
worst.
think? Well, thank God, because you want to
No,
get bigger.
Yes, but don't fucking tell me that. Like,
Right.
oh my God, you look so big. You look bigger. You look
I don't
bigger.
even look in your direction.
What is your excuse for looking bigger?
I'm like, Alex, do you want some coffee?
Unless, like, you're saying you just say you look beautiful, or how about nothing? Just say nothing. I just don't want to hear anything. And it is just, I feel like when you're pregnant, that everyone feels open season, that it's open season to comment on a pregnant person's body. Shut the fuck up, everybody in unison. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. That's what I'm saying. Just
She doesn't want to. Hey. She doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to hear it.
Again,
That's enough.
Unless it's how beautiful I am, don't talk about my size. I don't want to hear it.
She's talking about
That's
that
my
fat
PSA.
ass.
I know that is. You could tell me that I have a fat ass, but I feel like my ass is not getting fat; it's getting flat. Even though I'm trying to lift it up. Anyway, I don't think it's appropriate. And again, I've probably been that person to comment on a pregnant friend's body and be like, oh my gosh, you're so teeny, or wow, you popped. I wish I could go back and punch myself in the throat.
I have one more thing. I'm slightly embarrassed that I did this. I'm like, why did I do this? I'm at the gym. Gym's all old people, basically, at my gym, or you're in high school. And I got the...
Well, that's what happens when you go to the Y. So
yeah, when you go to the Y. I got this ab roller, right? And I'm trying to speed through my workout. You know the ab roller?
yeah.
And I'm going to do 60. So I did 60.
60?
Yeah, I did 60.
Wow.
And I was going to stop at like 40. And I could tell this one old lady that was doing ab crunches next to me and this old guy and doing like this, I don't know,
Chest
machine. They were like talking to each other and looking at me. And I'm like, I'm going to keep going. Like, I'm going to impress them. And so I
these old strangers.
the old
at
strangers
the
for
gym,
some reason.
Whatever
and
gets
I was
you going,
like,
John.
And I was like, I just kept doing 60. And then I had my music up and I started doing like more abs. I don't know, like I felt like I had to like show them what's up. And then I left. I'm like, why did I do that?
You know, whatever motivates you. Maybe someone could motivate you while you're doing squats like that.
No one. If someone was watching, I don't do squats. I don't do a single squat. I pull my back every time. I do the leg press.
If I wasn't worried about getting another hernia, I would have you do legs here, and then I would spot you, but not in my current state.
No. Anyways, okay, cool. Is that
You're
weird?
over it?
Is it weird?
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of.
again,
I don't know. It like motivated me to be like, I'm gonna keep going.
well, people talk about that, how when you're at the gym, the motivation is from other people being around you.
You don't get motivated at all?
I don't want people looking at me. Like, I just want to work out in the comfort of my home.
Not people
watch
looking
my
at you, just in
Peloton.
general, being around
No.
people. Like, if I see
No.
other people killing it at the gym, I'm like, I want to kill it.
When I used to run and do races, yes, like doing a half marathon or a marathon, like running it with other people, I'm like, that's motivating. Being in a workout class, yes, like I've taken Orange Theory a few times and like I
not for
guess
me.
it's motivating. I don't love classes. I feel like I get a better workout at home. Like I love watching the Peloton classes. I think those are amazing.
Yeah, you like staying on your compound and never leaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't need to leave. I really don't.
If I don't get out of that house, I'm going to be like, I'm going to blow my brains out.
I do leave the house to go out to a restaurant or walk outside with Coco. That's about it.
I cannot wait for you to not be pregnant anymore so I can like have my buddy back and we can go to happy hour.
I'm still here. I'm just not.
I'm not saying
enjoying
get a lot of
cocktail.
drinks, but just me having one drink and you not having a drink, I'm like, ugh.
It's not even the drinking part. It's more like the mentally. I'm just exhausted, and I don't feel obviously physically confident. Like I'm just.
Right.
I'm not comfortable currently. Like I'm
I know
fine,
you
but
let me know every day.
I know. Well, it's hard. It's hard again looking at my wardrobe, and I'm like, wow, I can't. You just looked. I'm like, look at my wardrobe, and I can't wear anything.
Speaking of, well, I look because for some reason I thought you were going to talk about these lights. My dad's like, what? Why are the lights not symmetrical? Why aren't they together? I'm like, I don't know, Dad. It's a look.
It's a look.
It's a thing.
I don't know why we did it. Oh, we do have to print out these posters though.
Yeah. And then he was so impressed that you did it. He's like, well, I know for a fact you didn't do it. I'm like, of course I didn't do it.
Your dad has no faith in you.
No.
You helped him though with the nursery painting it.
He told your dad, by the way, a backhanded compliment / insult. He's like, you wouldn't believe what John did today. I'm so proud of him. He asked me for a Phillips head, and he knew what that was.
Oh no.
I'm like, cool, Dad. You're so funny.
And for context, my dad owns a construction company and John's dad is an electrician by trade. So they are both very handy people. And it's fine. Though you can't be good at everything. You're good at a lot of
I
things.
like to be good at something.
You are.
Name one. Give me a compliment. Go ahead. I'm listening.
You're good at making me laugh, which is all that matters.
Cool. All right.
One thing I want to bring up, though, that has been bothering me, and I mean, it doesn't bother me in all seasons of life. It's probably because my emotions and can you just pay attention? Like, put your tongue back in your mouth. It's probably.
I know
what
the
is
trick.
wrong?
I know the trick to do this podcast, by the way. It is don't really eat, work out,
John,
and crank.
not me. I just slammed a hamburger.
Well, for me, it's different. And crank out coffee. Because I was a little flat last week, and now I'm just like, let's fucking go.
We also got like 2 hours of sleep the
and we
episode
fought,
before.
and then it was 3:30 when we shot it. I'm like, kill me. Can we get off this
but
podcast?
now, like, you're paying attention. You have your listening hat
yeah,
on.
I mean, just be interesting, though. Go ahead. Say something
Are you
interesting.
serious? Like,
Keep me entertained.
Dude, I'm so over you. We are on different
Are
levels.
you not entertained?
Because I also have to limit my caffeine intake, so I have my decaf right here.
Somebody tell us that. That's a big thing for pregnancy, because I always ask Alex,
No,
like,
John,
how much
I've
coffee?
done all the research. Nobody can agree on anything. Some people are like, you can eat sushi. No, you can't. You can have the caffeine. No, you can't. You can drink while you breastfeed. No, you can't. You can get Botox. No, you can't. Everybody has conflicting opinions. You just have to do what's best for you. So for me,
I just don't want her doing backflips coming out of your vajayjay from 5 cups of caffeine.
okay, I had 1 cup of coffee yesterday, which is allowed. But at the end of the night, I truly thought that she was going to exit my body.
She's like,
she found her
dance
way
party.
to the top of my cervix, and I thought she was trying to escape. I really was like,
Is this the exit?
no, I really thought that she was about to reach her hand out. It's the most bizarre feeling in the world. I was like, this is it. She's gonna, and I wasn't contracting. I was not gonna deliver her, but I thought that her hand was just gonna pop out or something. There was something trying to find its way out.
I don't know how I feel about
Yeah.
sexual relations anymore after this point.
She might grab onto your wiener next time.
Ah! Oh my God, it's so fucked up. No!
She is.
Gotcha.
You're trapped.
Jesus.
That's disgusting. You know, John,
We're so fucked up.
can we go back to what we were talking about before you were talking about my daughter grabbing your wiener?
Our daughter. How dare you?
Okay, so going back to what I was saying earlier when you changed the topic 18,000 times, being a content creator has its ups and downs, its pros and cons. And I was saying that it might just be because my hormones are heightened and everyone is just pissing me off. Like, I saw a TikTok the other day where someone was like, someone's asking me what I'm craving for in pregnancy, like food-wise, whatever. And I was like, I'm just craving for people to shut the fuck up, like to not talk to me. And that's currently the state that I'm in. But we get comments all the time. 99% of them are lovely and beautiful and sweet. But the percent that are not, I truly am like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They're just the ones that stick with me, and I hate that. I hate that, like, the negative ones always stand out because, as you guys know, a few episodes ago, we were talking about grief. And someone wrote some bullshit where it was like, you think you're so unique talking about grief. What was the comment?
I don't know. So negative comments stick with you?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
I could give a flying fuck because I just think like, oh, these people hate themselves.
and I
So
recognize
just think that, and then I'm like, I just feel bad for them.
No, and I recognize that. But sometimes, again, depending on my mood, a negative comment will just rub me the wrong way. Most of the time they don't, because I know it's people projecting, or they're miserable people, or they're just trolls trying to get a reaction. But like, I don't
Which
know.
they're getting right now.
Exactly. So I hate to even give this person the time of day, but this one specifically annoyed me.
Well,
and what was
to
it?
cut you
though?
off for a second, the reason you're bringing this up, it is a valid point because you could say this about a lot of things, which I know you're gonna. But this is for other creators too, for them to think about this.
But what
also.
was the comment?
He or she was saying like, you think you're unique, talking about grief, like no one else has had this, and then you're monetizing off of it.
It was like, it's not a unique experience. Like, you know, what, you don't have the place to speak on this, or like, why does this fucking matter? And it got me thinking about everything in life where I was like, nothing is fucking unique. Everything has been done before. Marriage, engagement, a death in the family, graduating, a new job, breakups. But people share their experiences to feel less alone and to connect with others. So if someone were to tell you your story is not important because it's already been done before, it's happened before, you're not unique, tell that person to go fuck themselves. Because
Tell
your story is your story. Like, imagine everyone thought like that. Like, no movies would be made. Nothing would... nothing is really unique when you think about it.
Nothing's unique.
But I do think it's still so important because, I don't know, I just don't think that you should feel silenced because you might feel that your story is not unique or it's been something that someone has experienced before. Like, you have every right to speak up, to share your story.
Speak up.
To be heard. Thanks, John. Thanks
and to be heard.
You just sound like a DJ in the background.
Speak up and be heard.
Get it. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that in not just in content creation, but in a lot of industries, why are you like, move on, get to the next thing? What are you?
I'm not. I'm listening. I'm agreeing with you.
You're just
I'm active
dancing?
listening. I'm active listening because I'm saying the words that you're saying.
You 100% have undiagnosed ADD or ADHD.
No, it's just like, that didn't interest me.
Okay. Well, anyway, I appreciate other people sharing their stories. And so don't let these twat waffles get to you because sometimes they annoy me. And just like people who comment on my pregnant body, I want to punch them in the throat. I want to punch these people in the throat too.
I'm like trying to think of a creator who's like niches. You could say about someone who's like an account just for cats. You'd be like, why are you doing all videos about cats? Like, it's not unique. Are you monetizing off of cat content? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Is that not the same thing? It's just like, because he did say that in the comment about monetizing off of grief. I'm like, well, you're just talking about it.
Well, and my thing too is that's my life experience. Like, we're not, number one, we're not monetizing off of it. We're just speaking on it. I guess, how would you technically monetize off
I guess
of it?
legally, I guess we would be if you consider like people watching. It's just like a view count thing. It's not like we're doing ads about grief. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like anytime someone watches your stuff.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, that you could talk about anything who's posting anyone who's posting anything could technically be monetizing off of it. Like your wedding, your engagement, your job.
Oh,
your
you're
mom,
getting married?
Someone talk about their gym experience. Like so are we just not supposed to talk about anything? Like if you're a content creator, or even if you're not, I'm just saying, like, people are just going to complain about anything. And I'm complaining about this person, complaining about me. So
anyways, fuck that guy or girl. Question number 1.
Oh, you're ready to jump into questions?
Yeah, I'm ready. You ready?
I don't know. Are we?
I'm ready.
I'm kind of tired.
Okay, don't worry. I'll read the questions and torture everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she went down the street.
I'll take the questions.
Is there any easy questions? Let me read one of them.
What consists of an easy question?
Short.
They're not really short this time. You could read. You know what? Do you want to read the first one?
Is it easy?
You can tell me.
Okay.
You want to hand it over.
Our firstborn son is turning 1 in August, and we have been told by my in-laws that they will not be attending the birthday party because they are already flying into town a month later for my brother's wedding. My in-laws are both retired and easily have the funds and means to pay for the flights. I'm upset about it, but my husband is not nearly as bothered. Am I overreacting? That was just enough. If it was any more than that, I would have fucked that question.
All the
up.
questions
Popcorn,
down the road
Alex.
are more than that, so I'll take it from here.
Guess what? But I don't know what I just read.
So I was gonna say, did you want to answer it since you don't remember?
No, I was like too busy slowing down. Actually, I think I read that pretty fast, but to make sure I didn't fuck up the lines.
So do you want me to read it to you?
Some let the in-laws are in town, but they came a month ago and they're not coming back.
No. Okay, I'll read it to you. Our firstborn son is
So we
turning
just
one.
tortured everyone.
No, we're just
reading it
gonna.
again.
I'm sorry, everyone. This is John's fault because
So
he
now we
wanted
know
to
I
read.
won't do it again.
Yeah. Well, you need to. It's hard. I know to do both. Pay attention. It's like when you read a paragraph in a book and you're like, I don't know.
Maybe
what I
that's
just read.
someone with like dyslexia, right?
I think you're ADD or ADHD. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor. You're the love doctor, John. Okay. Our firstborn son is turning 1 in August, and we've been told by my in-laws that they will not be attending the birthday party because they are already flying into town a month later for my brother's wedding. So they weren't already
get that.
there.
Cool.
Yeah, they're just, okay. My in-laws are both retired and easily have the funds and means to pay for the flights. I'm upset about it, but my husband is not nearly as bothered. Am I overreacting?
Yeah, you're overreacting. Why does everyone make it about your kid is only special to you? Like everyone's just like, oh, my baby's the best baby. Like, no, it's not. We're all gonna have our own kid, and you're gonna love your kid. And don't make people feel a certain way because they're not as involved as you are. It's nice enough that your in-laws are coming that month for the wedding, so you can all make your time, see each other then. Also, I don't know if I'm the wrong person to ask because I've never celebrated a holiday on the holiday. Because when being in healthcare, we celebrated like Christmas a couple weeks before.
Well, this is the birthday, so it's just
whatever.
Yeah.
The fuck is, even my own birthday, like my mom we would do it whenever I saw her. You know,
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think she's more disappointed because it's the grandparents, it's the in-laws, but I'm with you here that I'm like, then they're probably just setting a precedent where it's like, what am I going to have to do? Fly in for every birthday, every year? Like a wedding is a once in a lifetime event. Whereas again, they can still celebrate your son's first birthday at the, like when they're in town for the wedding.
I could see her being like, they didn't even come in for his second birthday.
Oh, right. But
because it's never enough. And I bet you she would forget about them even sacrificing to come in for the first birthday.
Because if it's not the birthday, then it's Christmas. If it's not Christmas, it's the baptism. And then it's the communion.
I'd rather disappoint you right in the beginning.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're setting the standard and they're not letting you get excited for all the birthdays down the road.
Oh my God, boo-hoo.
I know. To me, this isn't something that would bother me at all. I'd be like, cool, less people to host at the party.
I bet you she'll be upset when they send a birthday gift and it's like, well, this gift was only $50. It should have been $100. She'd be that type of person.
I know people like this, though, who are like, I can't believe my sister didn't come in.
Get the fuck over it. Whenever my sister sees me, she'll see me. You know, like everyone's got their own shit going on. And you just have to...
You just have to be fluid.
Fluid. That's the word I'm looking for. You just have to be fluid. Fluid with your life, with your friends, with your family.
Good job. Love Dr. John. Next question. Am I the asshole for still being mad at my mother-in-law 2 years later? My mother-in-law was very sweet to help me plan a little reception after my elopement with my husband. We have a great relationship. She told me that her friend's daughter got married recently and she had a lot of decor we could borrow. So of course I agreed to save some money. The morning of the reception, I found out that this friend's daughter was my husband's ex-girlfriend of 3+ years, who had always been a touchy subject for me for numerous reasons, mostly due to her ongoing relationship with his family. Obviously, there was nothing I could do about it, so we went through with the reception using table centerpieces, serving trays, and decor from my husband's ex. When confronted, my mother-in-law said she didn't tell me because she knew it would bother me. This made me even more mad, but I dropped it because I didn't want to ruin the day. Am I the asshole for still being angry with her 2 years later?
No, I don't think you are. But you are the bigger person for not getting into her ass about it. Mother-in-law, it's not her choice to make. She should have said something to you. And that's kind of disrespectful because that is an ex in your husband's previous life. Like, they shouldn't be even like involved with each other unless there's a kid or something that's making them intertwine. Like that should be completely separated.
I mean, I don't want to make that generalization because I know that there are healthy relationships that exes can have.
Why?
No, I mean, we don't have them. And again, why?
No,
but I'm
yeah,
saying like
prove it.
maybe if like you dated in high school and you were neighbors or something and it was not, I don't know. Either way, you said that this relationship with her and the family, I'm just saying you can't make a general. I know friends who are friends with their husband's exes.
The fuck out of here with that. No. Nope.
It can work for some people. My point here is she's made it clear it doesn't work for her. And that's where your boundary lies. And your mother-in-law knows that. So I don't think you're the asshole for being annoyed with her. But did your husband have no idea in this as well. Like, again,
That's true too.
it's not your fault. You were completely blindsided and didn't find out until the day of. Because I was thinking, I was like, oh, you know, like, who knows? You saved some money. Who cares? But then I was like, would I want John's ex-girlfriend's decor at our wedding from her wedding? No. That just feels a little, it's just
Alex,
wrong.
if I had an ex-girlfriend, you're so full of shit. If I had an ex-girlfriend, even in high school, and I was friends with them, you'd be like,
That's what I'm saying. I don't agree. I don't think it would work with us, but there are people who they make that dynamic work. I'm not going to judge them, or they claim that it works. So that's why I'm like, you can't, I'm not going to make a generalization.
I feel like that's very hypocritical to say.
Why? I'm telling you, I would not be okay with that. I would cut a bitch.
But you're saying, but it's okay for others.
For other people, they claim that it works for them. So am I supposed to be like, you're lying? Yeah. Yeah. Some people can't hear you nodding your head, John. Yeah, you are supposed to call them.
You're a liar.
So I don't know.
No, you shouldn't be friends with your ex. No. Because it's always going to be some sort of slight tension, and anyone's like, "Well, I'm fine with my ex." No, you're not. Shut up. And your partner isn't fully okay.
It doesn't sound like her husband it has a relationship, but I guess maybe he does if she still feels like has
well,
some
the
tie
mother
to the family.
does.
That's what I'm saying.
If I was the son, I'd be like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?"
Right. Especially like you said, if there's no kid involved.
Because there's no way he's that clueless, like that he doesn't realize his wife's gonna get in his ass or be upset about this. I'd be like, "Mom, what are you doing here? You're gonna make it worse for me. There's no way this is gonna be a good outcome."
Right.
Whatever.
You're not the asshole. I mean,
no, you're not.
But I would bring this up to your husband, because if it's a point of contention that she still has a relationship with the family, that's on your husband to nip that in the bud.
Nip that in the bud? Nip that in the butt.
I'm pretty sure the saying, I used to think it was butt, but it's bud. Like bud of a flower, I believe.
You plucking the bud of the flower off?
I believe so. I believe it's bud.
You're just making shit up.
Look, Google it.
Nip it in the bud.
Yeah, so am I
is
an
an
liar
idiom
too?
that means to stop something at an early stage before it develops into a larger problem. Okay, good job.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay.
And that is unhealthy marriage right there. Apologize when you're wrong.
Sure. Next question. When my son was born, my husband and I had 2 rules: hand sanitizer before you touch him and no kissing. My mother-in-law refused to follow the no kissing rule. She would kiss him and say, well, it was just his head, or it was just the back of his head, or it was just his wrist, or whatever loophole she invented for herself. After she had done it multiple times, my husband kind of blew up at her. He sent her a text reiterating the boundary, calling her out for crossing it, and introducing consequences, that she wouldn't be able to hold him anymore if she doesn't stop. She lost it. She has since announced that she'll be leaving our lives since we apparently hate her, even though we've never said we do or that we want her out of our lives. She said being a grandparent hasn't lived up to her expectations because she pictured snuggles and kisses. Everyone keeps saying it'll die down and it'll all be fine, but do I want it to? Even if she begged for our forgiveness and vowed to never cross a boundary again, the damage is done. I'm picturing awkward family visits and holidays and anxiety when she's around my kid. Do we try to mend fences for the sake of our son having a relationship with his grandmother, or do we protect our own peace?
I agree with your whole boundary thing. I also think you and your husband and your mother-in-law are all overreacting as far as like cutting each other out of each other's lives. That's stupid. I mean, just give it time, but she needs to respect your boundaries on that. How like susceptible are infants to disease like in the beginning? Because I get that. Like, I think we've talked about that, like no kissing, right? And then unless they do, did you see that video where she put the saran wrap
on
over
top
her
of
face?
his head, yeah.
I'll just saran wrap everyone's face before they kiss her.
It doesn't matter even if babies weren't susceptible. I think it's a boundary that you put into place. She disrespected it several times. And so, yeah, I think that you're allowed to introduce those consequences that you said, where she's not allowed to hold him anymore unless she stops. Her reaction, she overreacted. But now I think you guys not wanting to make amends, I think is also overreacting. This is just emotions
Everyone's
are
just
heightened.
heated right now.
Yeah. And it's like, between the new baby, like this isn't going to be like this forever. And, you could take your time to let it die down, because I do think that the emotions will eventually simmer down. But I don't think ruining your relationship and cutting her out of your life is the answer either. Communication. Like we've had some tough times with our families too. It's just even like with loss and boundaries. And it's uncomfortable, but you just have to have an adult conversation when emotions aren't as high.
Easier said than done. I'm so bad at that. Yeah.
But don't you feel better when you have that conversation?
I feel better when I lose my mind in the moment. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad
You say that every time. No, you don't.
In the moment.
Because then in the moment, so again, it's like a short-lived satisfaction.
I'm not saying I'm right.
So do you feel better
In the
after
moment.
after you resolve it and like an adult?
If I'm like right, yeah, then I feel
my
good.
God.
I feel good. If I'm like, I needed to prove this point and I destroyed, I'm right and I feel good.
Okay, John and I rarely have like real fights ever, but whenever we have like little banters, he loves to go when he just like landed a point. It could be completely wrong, but in your head you think you're right. You go, oh my God, I just owned you. Oh my God, I just killed that point. What's your rebuttal, Alex? What's your rebuttal? I'm like, am I arguing with a first grader? Oh my God, I just pwned you. That's how it feels. You're so ridiculous. And you talking about arguing with other people like that too, like
Done. Destroyed you.
also, you like hardly ever argue with other people too, where it's to the point where I'm like, oh, John just owned you. Like
You would never say that when you were my hype woman behind me. Oh,
John, because that's how you act when you talk about your arguments, or at least when you argue
I
with
would
me.
love to be your hype woman if you would actually get confrontational with other people.
I can't. I don't care.
I'd be like, Alex just fucked you
My
up.
issue is like I let people act the way that they act, and then I like draw that boundary afterwards. I'm just like, you're a dumb bitch, because now
You'll never see me again.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't need to address it.
People could walk out and be like, wow, that was such a great hangout with Alex. And Alex
You'll
like,
never
you'll
see
never
me
see me again.
I don't care. Again, I'll give you some chances, but like once you cross it, I'm like, yo, fuck.
That's next level. That's elite.
And then I'm like, it's out of my hands now.
It's a wazzy, it's a woozy.
It's fairy dust. So
They're
I
fairy
don't know,
dust.
What were we talking about?
Next question. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I just think you guys are all overreacting here. So
Let it settle down. Let the dust settle. Because first the dust was in the air, and now you need to let that dust settle.
next question. I'm looking for some advice on navigating our family life lately. I, 30, and my husband, 36, have had nothing but an eventful marriage these past 6 years. We were married right before COVID, had our first daughter in the middle of a lockdown, endured my diagnosis and healing from a rare brain condition, and now are expecting our second child as a high-risk pregnancy. Our relationship has grown from young kids to mature adults who now understand each other more deeply than ever before, although we obviously struggled. I say all of these things because recently my parents, who are currently our 5-year-old's primary caregiver outside of school, have become overly critical of my husband and unfairly compare him to my sister's new husband. My brother-in-law is very different in personality than my husband. My husband is blunt with dry humor, while my brother-in-law is very soft-spoken and perceivably gentle. Recently, my parents have shamed my husband for not taking days off from work when I'm out sick, thinking he's being a workaholic, but not understanding how strained we are financially preparing for this new baby. They criticize his parenting, even though he is an equal partner, and uses all his days off, which he gets very few of, to be there for her. They have alluded to suggesting we never should have gotten married at all, which is grossly unfair since he has earnestly sought their approval since proposing to me. And now we can't avoid them or stop talking to them because they are our primary source of childcare in a state where childcare is astronomical. What advice do you have for navigating critical parents/in-laws? Have you ever dealt with this, and what did you or what would you have done?
First off, when you said I'm looking for, and I just I'm looking for a man in finance.
Oh my
6'5",
God.
blue eye. And then that was in my head for like the first couple minutes.
And then what happened
good
after
song.
that? What happened after that, John?
And then I heard the rest of the 3 paragraphs of a question that was critically judgmental in-laws, parents. I mean,
Just comparing husbands. Yeah. Her
it
parents.
seems like they didn't like him from day one is the gist I'm getting from this. It just seems like if he's doing all the right things and they're still shitting on him, it's like they just don't like him. So he could take all the days off. He can get 5 promotions and they'll probably still hate him.
Find something to be critical
So
about.
don't worry about what they think. As long as they keep doing childcare, though.
That's my thing too. Is like, who the fuck cares? I mean, if you guys are happy and secure in your relationship and they're helping you with your child, like, I wouldn't start
opinions
drama
are like
here.
assholes. Everyone's got one,
Yeah.
and just try to like brush it off, as annoying as that is. But they're helping you, so just suck it up.
Yeah, I don't really have much other advice because to your point, everybody has opinions and.
Downsize, sell your house wherever you live, move into an apartment. I don't know. Go somewhere where it's cheaper,
Right,
so then you don't have to deal with them.
Right. If it's that bad that you don't want to utilize them for help for childcare, I mean,
I also don't want to shit on this person, but it seems like we get a lot of questions like this. Like my parents, are putting their 2 cents in about who I'm dating or my job or whatever, and then meanwhile it's like they're still living with their parents or they rely on their parents financially or whatever. It's like, suck it up. You didn't set yourself up enough to where you don't need their support. It's like, so if you're going to ask for their help.
I'm not going to pretend like it's easy though, but I don't think that you should take abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, but in a situation like this where it's really just petty comments, like if you want to call them out, go for it. But I just don't think like there's no reason to cause a riff where like, is there really one? Like they're just talking shit. And if you want to call them out, who the fuck cares, but like, I don't think, to what your point was earlier, I think they're going to have an opinion on your husband either way. You just have to continue doing you.
I'm going to just throw this out there, and I don't know if this helps or not. I wonder if like, say they do pay them, like just an amount, whatever, like less than what it would be for childcare, to kind of like set the tone of like, I'm going to pay you for your baby care services, whatever. It's like, I don't want to hear any complaining, nothing like that. Like here, I don't know. Would that help at all?
I don't
Do you
think
know
that
what I mean?
the parents are complaining about the fact that they're helping with their child. I think that she's just sick of them comparing
I'm
her
just wondering,
husband to
I
her
get
sister's
that,
husband.
but I'm wondering if that would
and
help at all, like calming them down a little bit. I don't know. Just like,
Well, that's where if you wanted to have a conversation to get to the bottom of where these negative comments are coming from. And that's the thing.
but do you want me to pay you?
You can, but I don't think the money has to do with it. It's like her parents don't like her husband. And so that's where you can have a conversation with them and say, what's up?
What is it
What is it?
that you don't like about him?
Yeah. And if it's something that you can't change, they just have to learn to accept it. If you've accepted your husband and you're fine with how your husband is, that's all that matters. And that's what you have to explain to them. I don't think that you have to blow it up and make it this big dramatic thing, but if it's important to you, yeah, you can have a conversation around it. But
Cool.
next question. My best friend's future mother-in-law bullied her into making all 5 of her fiance's sisters bridesmaids, and now none of them are upholding their bridesmaids' duties. And as the maid of honor, it's pissing me off. None of them are going to her bachelorette party. 2 of them are younger, college-aged, and 1 of them is pregnant, but the other 2 have no excuse. And now 3 of them are saying they cannot financially contribute to the bridal shower. The entire bridal party was supposed to split the expenses. My best friend is saying she will pay for the 3 sisters' parts, giving them excuses like they're young, they can't afford it, and she doesn't want to put the stress on them, especially the pregnant one. But I find this so annoying. If they want to be labeled as bridesmaids, they should do their part. The bride also should not have to pay for her own bridal shower. Would I be the asshole if I told them they had to contribute?
I feel like this is so far beyond me at this point. I'm like, this petty bullshit.
No, it is. And that's what I was thinking when I read this question, where I was like, dude, bigger fish to fry. Your friend is saying it doesn't bother her. No, but the bride.
The age that they're in, it's like, that is a big deal, probably where they're at.
I don't know. People
The
in their
college age ones.
Okay, right, but what I'm saying is the bride is saying it's not a big deal. It should not be a big deal to you. Also, I don't know where you guys live or like culturally maybe, but like the bridal shower, the bridesmaids contribute financially to that. I didn't ask anyone to pay or expect anyone to pay for my bridal shower.
I bet you she's probably just like has a little anxiety over it because she's like, well, if they're not paying, I know I'll end up paying more somehow. I could see that thought because I would be, I guess, pissed too. Like, if I'm contributing and these mofos aren't, but they're still the same bridesmaid as I am.
Sounds like it's the labeling that's getting you annoyed. But that's why I'm like, you just got to let this shit go, because if it doesn't annoy your friend, the bride, it shouldn't annoy you.
But she is contributing and they're not. I guess that's whether it annoys the bride or not, you're still contributing. So it could annoy you because you have skin in the game.
You're the maid of honor either way. Like, you're the one who's going to be up there getting the,
Praise as
as the one who organized this and put this all together. I really just think like bridesmaids, it's like, it could be very dramatic in the moment. Years ahead, like, you're not going to fucking give a shit about this.
And we could say that all day long, but in the moment, it's a big deal, and it's a big deal to anyone who's like younger too.
It would be a big deal if the bride thought that this was a big deal. If it's not a big deal for her and the bride is financially contributing for her and these are her sister-in-laws, like, I don't think it should be a big deal to you. Who cares? If it's not going to impact you financially. If it is, I understand. But and that's where I don't think you would be the asshole if you asked them to contribute if it was hurting you financially. But if the bride has no problem, no qualms paying for on their behalf, why does it matter?
Counter to that, if you're in her shoes and you're like, I am contributing to this bachelorette party, this, and that, and they're not, I know when we're there, somehow I'll probably be spending more money, whether it's like getting the rounds of drinks or the decorations. That's what I would be thinking.
You think it's more
These people don't have any money, so it's
well,
gonna be
they're
layered.
not going to the bachelorette party. None of them are going to the bachelorette party.
Okay. So they're not going to anything. They're just going to the wedding.
And I think she's more annoyed that they're not contributing, but they're still being labeled as bridesmaids, and they're not contributing.
I mean, even though I'm old as fuck, I guess I still would be mad at the labeling. I'd be like, you know what? Well, you should be a bridesmaid. I'd tell the bride, fuck them.
I mean, but it's her family now, Like, she's probably picking and choosing her battles too, where she's like, dude, let's just fucking get through
That's
this.
the high road. I know. That's
Yeah.
the way to go, but
Weddings, as much as you want to be like, it's all about me, it's all about compromise, because now you're blending two families. Everyone has a fucking opinion. And it's like, you just want to get through it as seamless.
But shouldn't the bridesmaids be helping the maid of
Yeah.
honor? So if they're not helping her do shit, even not financially, I'd be fucking pissed.
as long as
and
the
you're
bride,
gonna stand up there with me,
But as long
like
as
you
the-
fucking contributed, I'd be elbow checking everyone. I'd be throat punching bitches. Boom.
you don't deserve to
Boom.
be here. Only I deserve this spot.
Y'all better get behind me.
But I think
Get behind me.
as long as the bride is aware, which she is, I think that's fine. If the bride was not aware of this situation that was happening and this was all fully falling on your
Then
shoulders.
in my head, I'd just be like, look at me. I'm helping her with her hair, helping her with the makeup. What are these lazy hoes doing? Nothing. They're fucking drinking their sangria and mimosas over there laughing, and I'm working my ass off. You know what? I'm on your side. I would be pissed. Burn the bridge. Tell the bride that's fucked up. They shouldn't even be her sister-in-laws.
So should she tell John, you would be the worst girl ever. Like, I don't think I could be your friend.
You, I would be perfect on a reality show. 100%.
I know.
Stir the
you
drama.
say it all the time.
I'd have some loyal people, but the other ones, I'd be like, do you know what Bethany said?
I think
about
I
you?
might have to divorce you if you decided to do reality, because I don't want to be brought down with you, because I
know.
know that
You're
would.
a good person, I know.
No, I know that you would get the villain edit, and I couldn't be attached to that.
I cannot keep my mouth shut when they're stupid people. I just am like, what? And then as I'm getting older, it's getting worse. Don't be around me.
I know, John.
Or unorganized people, or just like,
Wait,
just get your shit
no,
together.
I need to tell this story. A few months ago, John is talking to me about this qualm, like this internal battle that he's having with someone else. Like, it's not even a legitimate argument, but he like wanted to set a boundary with someone. So he's like, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to say this. And John lays out this out of pocket sentence or statement that he's planning to say to this person. And I was like, oh my God, if John says this to this person who means no harm, like truly would just be at the receiving end of I don't want to say hate, but like annoyance from you. I'm like, John, I think has some mental health problems here. And I said that to you and you were like, wait, you wouldn't say that? And I'm like, no, I would truly question your ethics as a person, or just your self-awareness as a person if you actually made this statement to this person?
I have this in my notes app. Choosing a partner that keeps you in check, not the blind leading the blind. Need a partner to put it in perspective. That was in my notes.
You're welcome.
I need to erase that now that I did that.
It's not an easy job. It's kind of entertaining.
Oh, because you're perfect.
I'm not saying that. You keep me in check too.
Thank you.
Sometimes.
But that's so true. I was like, I shouldn't say that. You're like,
No.
fuck no, don't say that.
I was like, I think it will do more damage. It will do more harm than good.
Nothing takes up more mental space for me than like text that can go 9,000 different ways. And I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean?
The best thing to do is sleep on something for 24 hours.
Never.
There you have it, guys.
Give yourself 2 minutes. Actually, you know what? As soon as you see the text, type it on the phone and just hit send without even thinking about what it was.
This is why we have trouble making friends.
Close your eyes. Send it.
The Holy Ghost takes
Yeah.
over. This is why it's just you and me. This is why I'm your only friend. John wants to go back to LA. I'm like, and make for friends. For
I didn't
what?
make a single friend in LA. We were there a year and a half. How do you meet people as an adult? Intramurals, and then I couldn't find fucking parking, and that's a whole different thing.
I'm your friend.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Next question. My father-in-law always greets me and says goodbye with a kiss on the cheek, and I really wish he wouldn't. It's not sexual or inappropriate in that nature, as he does this to everyone, all of his grown children and their spouses. My husband has also expressed his annoyance with it. The last time we met up with my father-in-law, my husband asked me in the car before we walked in, how can I get my dad to stop kissing me on the cheek? I'm a grown adult male. I told him that I felt the same way, but that he should ask for advice from his siblings on the matter, since his dad could be difficult to deal with. My husband and his siblings don't have a close relationship with their dad due to some things in their childhood. Their dad could overreact.
The fuck does that mean?
Their dad can overreact and be really sensitive at times as well. So my husband and I don't know the best way to establish this boundary without creating turmoil. For reference, my husband and I are both 32. How do we have this conversation with my father-in-law that a simple hug as a greeting and goodbye is more than enough?
Was he touched?
It doesn't say that, John. Like
What do you mean some things that happened in their childhood? What happened?
They wrote it's not sexual or inappropriate in nature. I'm not going to just
you were
assume.
gonna tell me that disclaimer if I didn't say anything.
It says it in the question, literally.
Where?
In the first sentence of the question that I just read you, it says it's not sexual or inappropriate in that nature, as he does this to everyone.
No, that part.
That's
he's
been in
talking
there.
about the cheek kiss.
Correct.
That doesn't have to be sexual in nature, but what about as a child?
Where does it say that anything was sexual from their childhood?
She didn't say anything. She said
What are you talking
stuff
about?
went down when they were children.
And it says because he's difficult to deal with, not that they were touched as kids.
Read that again. No, not the whole thing. Read that sentence.
My husband and his siblings don't have a close relationship with their dad due to some things in their childhood. Their dad can overreact and be really sensitive at times.
Their dad can overreact. Was there a period?
And
New
no,
sentence.
there wasn't. Their dad can overreact and be really sensitive at times as well.
Okay, that seems
So
like
why-
she's talking about a different
Why does your
point in time.
brain immediately
She's talking about a
go-
different point in time. He can also be difficult and overreact as well. That's separate than the childhood porn thing.
There's no childhood.
Touching, there's stuff
Okay,
going on.
Pretend that part does not exist.
I'm not
because,
going to pretend.
John, she starts off the question. You're literally like losing the plot here, and I'm going to move on unless like you get it together and lock it up. You have to stop assuming things that are not literally in the context of the question. She says it's not sexual or inappropriate. Done and done. Okay? So just leave it at that. Because when I read this question, I was like, damn, if this was someone in my family who doesn't like getting kissed on the cheek, you would have to switch families because it's just an Italian thing. But now you think that it's sexual when she literally said it says it wasn't.
That's not what you're reading it how you want to read it. You're reading it how you want to read it.
I'm reading the words of the question. You're just pretending to read right now.
Okay. My husband and his siblings don't have a close relationship with their dad due to some things in their childhood, period.
It could be anything.
Period. Yeah, I know. It could be anything. It could be something bad. Period. Their dad can overreact and be really sensitive at times as well. Something totally separate. So we're going to agree to disagree. That's fine.
So where is porn in that question at all?
I'm just
Where's
saying.
child porn?
I don't know. Something happened as a kid. So I get it. If something happened as a kid,
Okay, John,
no kissing.
Let me change this question for you to maybe make it a little bit easier to understand. Your parents kiss me on the cheek every time I see them. I don't like it. How would I tell them no, I don't want to be kissed on the cheek? How would you?
Stranger danger, no touchy.
But they're not strangers to me.
I get it. I mean, that's awkward. That would be an awkward thing to have to say. But like if it's cultural, like again, Italians kissing, your cousin kisses me on the cheek all the time. I don't really want to be kissed, but I let her kiss me on the cheek.
There's not one person in my family that I don't think greets someone without a cheek kiss.
I know. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Your family does it too.
I know. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Oh.
But guess what? I just bury it down and I just let it happen. I actually don't really care that much. But I'm not like a huge fan. If you go in for the kiss thing, like I'll do it back. But like that's not my go-to move.
It's funny because I remember like growing up in New York, that's how the majority of people
Not in
greet.
the South.
I know, because when
know.
I went to North Carolina for school, I remember meeting people and like friends who now I had established, and it would literally just be like the most distant hug, and I would go in for a kiss on the cheek, like,
Yeah,
how are you?
I know.
And I'm like, oh my God, no one does a cheek kiss here.
It's funny how it really is different. The North and the South, like
Or again,
New York,
like just cultures in general. Or similarly, going back to Love Island, one of the characters, Amaya, she's Dominican, and she calls a lot of the guys babe, baby,
Daddy,
and
Poppy.
No, not daddy or poppy, but she just calls him babe. And someone else stood up for her and was like, that's part of our culture. Like everybody just naturally says babe, baby. It's not derogatory. It's not because like she necessarily is attracted to you. It's just like, I love when someone calls me hun, honey, babe. Like I just
My
think,
sister hates that.
really?
Like somebody was calling her hun and she was like, she hated it.
So interesting. I mean, everyone's
different.
Yeah, everyone's different. But in a situation like this where I don't
Put the
think
saran wrap up.
it's sexual.
They're coming in. Done.
Wow, that's such a great tip, John.
What are you going to do? I mean, if you hate it that much, say it. Just be prepared for the blowback from the dad. But like, again, I'm not saying he's right, but you're going to get into an argument with him, or he's going to be uncomfortable forever around you. And
There's a bunch of different routes that you could go. You could be blunt and just say, hey, I'm not like this is not how I like to be greeted.
Hey,
It
this
makes
is
me
my thing.
uncomfortable. Yeah, this is my thing. But like, love a hug. Because again, I don't know how to beat around the bush unless you wanted to just avoid and be like, I'm sick today, or like I'm feeling sick.
that's going to be awful.
Well,
That's
because
gonna be
then you're
forever.
just avoidant. But like you could also do what the people in North Carolina do, where they just dodge you and you just keep distance with your face. So
I like the first one. Downplaying it, be like, hey, that's not just really my thing.
Yeah.
Good luck. It's going to go horrible either way.
I can't imagine that, just because again, like in the culture that we both grew up in, you're one slip away from making out with your in-laws.
Do you ever like by accidentally
Think about
like,
kissing.
like you by accidentally kiss like your parents on the lips or something?
I think I've almost done that to my mom once, where I've like gone in and I'm like, I almost kissed. But people sometimes do kiss their parents on the lips.
No, that's not for me.
Do you think that you'll kiss our daughter on the lips?
No.
I don't think so either.
I'm also not like an affectionate person like that.
But I don't know. Maybe when she's here.
I mean, I'll be affectionate to our child, of course, but I'm not a lip kisser.
Me neither.
I'll kiss on the forehead or the
Except
cheek.
your lips,
or the
babe.
cheek, I guess. Probably the forehead.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Moving on.
Next question. My husband and I had a baby last year, and even though it's been the hardest year of our lives, it has also been the best. We have started talking about number 2 soon, but my in-laws keep saying, just enjoy for now. A long gap between the kids is good for you and your marriage. I feel like it's advice I can't follow because they only had one child. No disrespect, but I feel like they are giving advice on something they know nothing about. I'm scared of disappointing them, but at the end of the day, if we decide we want 3 kids, I don't want to be too old and therefore high risk for the last pregnancy. What do you think? Do I just go with my gut on this?
It's funny. It's like you don't want to take their advice, but you want to take our advice. We don't even have a fucking kid yet. So how would I know how to answer that? You should do what you want to do. Don't live your life how others think you should live your life. You bring up a good point. They only had one kid, so how would they know? But from what I've seen, 2 under 2 at least looks rough.
But if that's something that you want, you know what I mean? Like, I just think that's such a personal choice. And like, you're scared of disappointing them. Who cares?
They'll also be fine. Like,
yeah.
Like if your in-laws are loving people, I'm sure they'll be happy either way. And they see that little baby face, you'll be like, oh my God.
Right. Exactly. I just don't think that this is something that you can really take their opinion with a lot of weight because number one, they also only have one. But number two, if you want 2 under 2, who cares? Like, it's going to be your journey. Unless like they're helping you and they're like, we can't handle the responsibility of helping.
You should be like, you should figure that out. Be like, are they helping you? And if they are, you'd be like, hey, listen, I'm not going to put that on you.
Yeah. But if they're not involved in any way, go with your gut and do what you think. Yeah.
Cool.
Next question. I went through a pregnancy loss and quietly shared the news with my in-laws. We live with them. We asked for privacy and time to allow us to process this before we announced the loss to the rest of the family. My mother-in-law, however, deliberately went against this request and by nightfall had already called to tell her daughter, my sister-in-law, about the loss and hid this from us as she began discussing the situation. She felt it was her right as the mother of my husband to share his news and completely disregarded my feelings and my request for time. When I confronted her, she began saying that she did not care, threw her hands up and said, I said it and I'm not sorry and I don't care. Because of the heated argument, she then turned to my husband and said, is this how you want to continue a marriage? With a woman like this, a woman who is controlling and is angry because she wanted to control the situation. I was so pissed and I said, I don't know how you feel like I'm the one who is controlling when I had zero control of this situation because you took that away from me as a mother of a baby we just lost. She does not see how she's in the wrong and she continues to create a toxic environment for us. How do I make my husband understand that it's time for them to move out and give us our own space and peace? This is our home. I don't want my marriage to have problems because of this constant negativity.
I feel like I would have more of like a crazy reaction if it wasn't so blatantly obvious how fucked up this person is.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why that took all the wind out of my sails. We're like, fuck this person up, because it's just like so obvious that the mother-in-law is a horrible, horrible person. It's none of you're lucky that your daughter-in-law even confided in you and talked to you about it. And then you went behind her back and did some shit like that.
I think some people who are mentally unwell, just like to be the first one with news. They like to be the one with the tea, the one to share the gossip, and they want to be the source. So I think some people feed off of...
Those are people that have nothing going on in their life.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but then the fact that you called her out, she knew she was in the wrong.
And
but
doubled down.
Yeah, and didn't want to take accountability. So number one, we've talked about this several times before too. Like, when you marry someone, you are each other's immediate family. Like, it is... You two, nobody else, honestly, should really be able to penetrate your relationship. And so I believe you and your husband have to get on the same page about this, about what your relationship, what you want that to look like, because I think them living in your home, if it's your house, you have every right to keep your peace and tell them, you need to move on. You need to get out of my home. And I think your husband should support you with that.
It's not your kids' responsibilities to also take care of the parents. It's not. And anyone who's having a kid because they are worried about who's going to take care of me when they're older, it's like, that is such a selfish thing. And I'm just thinking they're living with them. Why are they living with you? Are you helping them out? Are they helping you out? But I just like hate that. I don't think that should be a norm anymore. Like, don't ever put that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say it shouldn't be a norm because culturally, like, I think if it works for you, that's great. But if it's creating a toxic environment for you.
There's no way there's no tension ever when there's like other people in the mix living in your home, like your
in-laws,
safe space between you and because the minute you throw anyone else in the mix besides your partner, there's going to be some sort of point of contention.
I don't know. I think it can work when there's trust, when there's boundaries, when there's certain like rules in play. But like, your mother-in-law clearly does not she doesn't respect you. Like, you asked to keep this quiet and she lives in your home. So of course you're going to share this information. I mean, not that you had to, but like, again, you trusted her with that information. Now you know that she doesn't respect you. She's not trustworthy. And she doesn't honestly even respect your husband, her son, if she's willing to do that to both of you. Like, this was a mutual loss between both of you. Obviously, it's going to be more emotional towards you, but I just think that
Your husband better have your back. Like,
yes, exactly.
she's totally in the wrong. Now I'm starting to feel bad about the in-law thing. I get in-laws taking care culturally, whatever. I just don't like the notion that people have kids because they are worried they're going to have no one taking care of them when they're older. That's bullshit. And I'll stand on that.
Why do you think that
Because that's what I was
has
talking
anything
about.
to
So
do
I
with
just want to
this
counter
question?
back to saying that.
Oh, I was like, that has nothing to do with this question, though.
I want to know why they're living with you.
Again, it could be a multitude of reasons, like financial, maybe someone was sick, who knows. But I just think it's clearly not working. The fact that she's even saying...
She doesn't respect you. She doesn't respect you.
But she's also now judging your marriage and trying to get your husband to be on her side. Absolutely not. Get the fuck out of my house. Crazy. So, no, you are not in the wrong here. And you have to have a conversation with your husband and let him know that you guys are a team. And your mother-in-law disrespected you both.
Get the fuck out.
Well, they have to get the fuck out. You don't have to go anywhere. Unless he
I know.
doesn't agree with you,
No,
then,
that's like
then
me
you get the fuck
telling
out of
the
that.
mother-in-law to get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if he doesn't agree, you get the fuck out of that relationship. But that's it. That's all she wrote.
That was a good one. I felt good. I felt engaged. I felt, going against the grain,
But you
nice.
had coffee before this. You had a lot of coffee the last time too, but you just weren't feeling yourself last time. I mean, I wasn't either. Oh wait, but we did used to do a segment on the last season. I mean, I don't know how many times we did it or forgot it, but share a secret. So we got a secret message and I wanted to read this because
Did we say in the last episode to send us
No,
secrets?
no, we didn't share any secrets.
So
but if
how
you
do
guys,
people send secrets?
You could do it in the same spot that you ask a question. You just like toggle share a secret instead of
we have
question.
like a toggle thing. That's pretty cool.
John's never been on our website, so yeah, he wouldn't know. Which we do need to redo our website. It's old. But anyway, share a secret. Here it is. I cheated on my fiance 2 months before our wedding with my best friend, who is also my maid of honor. We both agreed to keep it a secret since the wedding was so close and I regretted it. But a month later, I was feeling so guilty, so I told my fiance and he was furious, rightfully so. But he retaliated by sleeping with the same friend I cheated with. And now I'm pissed at not only him, but my friend, because she seems to be down to fuck anyone that is available, even if they're about to get married or only doing it to get back at their fiance. Sounds like a messy situation.
Tit for tat. You guys could just be a throuple.
Yeah, it sounds like a lover's
It's a little
triangle
sexual
quarrel.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting marriage. Good luck.
Are you? Yeah, I'd be interested to see if you're getting married.
She didn't even say like they didn't get married. They should have. She should have said that.
This friend though has no loyalty, not to you or to your fiance.
No.
Yeah. All right, John. What's your
That
rec?
sounds super fun.
What's your rec for the week?
My rec isn't like I don't know. I was trying to think of something. I'm always going back to earlier in the episode, how people like ask me about what's my routine and stuff like that. I'm just trying to survive. But basically, I love the Stairmaster. And I recommend everybody using the Stairmaster.
Yeah.
Because you pour sweat. I put a little weighted vest on, just 5 pounds, whatever. Put my phone up, play a game. And you know what? You don't have to do it right. It might hurt your back a little bit, but don't do it right because I lean up against it and I just watch stuff.
Do you think maybe that's why your legs are a little bit skinny?
No, because I still lift my legs twice a week.
No, I know, but like, the excess in cardio, perhaps.
I'm trying to do less. But if you're just trying to shed some weight, get on the Stairmaster. You will shed. And another workout tip, skull crushers. Do you know what a skull crusher is?
Yeah, you put it over your head and it works your
You
tries.
want those triceps to pop out? Skull crusher is another thing I do. This motion up and down. As an OT, I'm just going to hell because I can't think of
When I see you do that, all that I think about is like Final Destination and the barbell crashing on your face. That's all that I think
I'm
about.
holding it. It's not like
Yeah, but what if
it's not like it's on the rack and the rack breaks.
I know, but like what if you dropped it? What if it slipped out of your hands?
It's not that heavy. It won't kill me. So I do 10 like this, 10 like this.
People
that's the skull
listening
crusher,
can't-
and 10 like
people
this.
listening-
10, 10, 10. Well, you better watch the episode. If you want to know what I do for my triceps, 10 like this, 10 like this. And that's Workout Tips by John.
Wow, John. Maybe instead of like trying to demonstrate on the podcast, you could make a reel about it or something.
Not going to.
Because this is probably more audio than visual.
10, 10, 10.
Except for the people on YouTube. You just got a treat.
You just got a treat. What's your rec?
My rec is because we had a great summer weekend and I just feel like everyone was lounging by the pool, drinking cocktails. My rec is my favorite non-alcoholic wine, which is Spring in a Bottle by Wolfer Estate.
Ooh.
It's the rosé. It's just like, it's fresh. It's, you know, I feel like a lot of non-alc stuff is super high in carbs. Like this is low carb, low calorie. It's just delicious. It's delightful. Of course,
And the bottle looks cool.
it's not the real thing, but like, of course, but it's just good enough, you know?
Better than nothing.
Sparkling. It's fresh. It's Spring in a Bottle.
It's better
I
than
love it.
most that I've tasted because everything else kind of tastes like sweet.
I just don't
and
like
stuff.
sweet juice. And this is like very dry. I don't know. I've really enjoyed it. And they're a local
I know the other one, but that should be your other rec next time.
Athletic Brewing. Yeah, they're good too. But no, I don't want it to all be.
Okay, then we should bring
Mine
it up
is-
now. Because Athletic Brewing is really good too. And that's beer. There's like IPAs, light beer,
The majority of
lagers.
them are good. I had one the other day where I was like, ew. But Spring in a Bottle, it's a local vineyard on Long Island. So if you are going out to the Hamptons this summer, stop by Wolfer Estate. Love it there. Also not sponsored, but great non-alcoholic wine.
Probably
If
one of
you're
my favorite vineyards.
not drinking.
It's cool. It's a
Yeah.
nice little vibe. Cool. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, comment, email, do all those things.
Thank
Plug
you so
us.
much for tuning in. If you want to follow us, you can follow us everywhere at giveittomestraightpodcast.com, and you can email us at hello@giveittomestraightpodcast, or you can send an anonymous question in our show notes. Yay.
I almost said like, subscribe, email again. But do that. And until next week, ciao, ciao.
Bye.